You want to be in the UFC. You want to be a great MMA fighter. Well, I will tell you how to do it. And it's not a pipe dream. You can literally do it. First, you got to join Champions MMA. Professor Ross, he knows the right people, and he knows how to train you to get you to the UFC. So if you want to make it to the UFC, go to Champions MMA, talk to Professor Ross, and he will do everything. He will do his part. But you have to do your part. Now, you don't have to be a great fighter. You really don't have to know anything. You go to Champions MMA and you talk to Professor Ross and you let him know that you are serious and that you really want to be a great MMA fighter. He will teach you everything you need to know. He's taken fighters all the way to the UFC before. So if you want to be a great UFC fighter or a great MMA fighter, join Champions MMA. Professor Ross Kelly, Professor Ross, he will take you all the way. But you have to do your part. You have to show up on time. You have to train regular. You absolutely must listen to him. Even if you think you got a better way, no, he knows what he's doing. And with my highest recommendations, Professor Ross, if you're dedicated and you train even when you don't feel like it, and you may be soft. Most people are. Most Americans are soft. But under his guidance and his instruction, he will make you a great fighter. And I will give you a couple of tips. You gotta listen to him. Don't be stubborn. You have to compete in amateur fights under his guidance. If you get taught under the wrong coach, you'll learn bad habits that when you're fighting, that bad habit that you have learned, that you were taught, it'll show. But I'm being 100% serious about this. This is a serious conversation. If you want to be a great champion, well, it's right there. Champions MMA. Professor Ross. You just have to be dedicated. He will go the extra mile if he sees you going the extra mile. He'll put into you what you're willing to receive. Now, he cannot get in that cage and fight for you, But with his coaching and his knowledge and his connections, I promise you, as the All-American prepper, have him train you, and listen to him. And it may be a little rough at first, but pain is something that you get used to. You know, a lot of people, they see me when I'm working as a bouncer, and where most people would not get back up, I get back up. Where most people, the pain would stop them, it doesn't stop me. And that has a lot to do with Professor Ross. I literally love him because there's something spiritual about getting in there and fighting. Now, MMA is a very big part of prepping. You need to be able to fight. If you don't want to be the next McGregor, you still need to know how to fight. And MMA is all the fighting techniques put together. Mixed martial arts. So I could go on and on, but I'm just going to lay it right out there. You figure out a way to get to Champions MMA, and you show him you're dedicated, and he will show you his dedication. And he is a great instructor. We have another school in Brazil, Marcus, my brother. And if you live in Brazil, he's a great sensei. He is a great instructor. And if you really want it, you know, you can say, well, I really want it, but I'm not that great of a fighter. That doesn't matter. He will teach you how to be a great fighter. You just absolutely have to listen to him. Do not question his methods, and do exactly how he tells you to. And everybody's got it in them, but somewhere in you, you got to have just a little bit of crazy in you. You know, because normal people, they can't make it to that level. So you got to let your craziness shine, your toughness, your perseverance, and train under Professor Ross at Champions MMA, or train under Marcus at Champions MMA in Brazil. But I give you my oath, I give you my word, if you really want it, you go to Champions MMA and you show him that you want it, and you will achieve greatness. There's a lot more I could say about it. If you want to be a great prepper, you need to learn MMA. Sometimes you have to fight just to get to your sidearm. And MMA will teach you how to fight to get to your sidearm. So, Champions MMA, Professor Ross, be dedicated, listen to him, and he will take you all the way. You just have to do your part. Don't waste his time. You know, it's very heartbreaking to a coach when we have someone that we see, man, this person right here, male or female, has got what it takes. And they'll be doing real good. And then for whatever reason, when they're just about to get to the point where they're ready to compete in the UFC, they stop. Don't do that. Let me tell you how I know, because I did that. I could have made it, but I chose a different path because I wanted to be a soldier of fortune. And I did do that. And I fought MMA, and I still do. I call it keeping me tuned up. Working as a bouncer, some of these guys can fight. And some of these young guys, man, you know, I got to train 3 times as hard as they do. Because youth is wasted on the young. Don't waste your youth. Every day you put it off is a day that someone you're going to be competing against is going to be training. So if you want to make it in the UFC as soon as this video is over with, just get online, find Champions MMA, go there, begin your training. It'll be tough, but you will get used to it. You'll get to where you love it. I absolutely love it. You know, I'm one of those people. I love getting punched in the face. That's something you're going to have to get used to. And eventually, you just won't feel pain like a regular person does. You will be able to handle a lot of pain where most people will just, oh man, that hurts too bad. And you're like, you ain't seen nothing yet. So I just wanted to tell you, that's your #1 chance. He will take you all the way. See, All-American Prepper, stay strapped, stay ready, stay dangerous, and have a blessed day.